All right, we are in the opening round of the 2023 Thanksgiving tournament. We'll see what we have here, see what we got going on. I've noticed that out on this particular course for this tournament, last week we played a 9-hole cup and they put signs, like there's more signs out on the edge of the fairway than there was edge of the fairway. But this week, during the tournament, they have taken the signs out of. I don't know if that was intentional or if they were what they're doing, but they did just change the courses in one-on-one. And so Tour 7, Tour 9, which I'm playing in 77 and odd, or there's signs all over the place out on the course, just like there was in the tournament before. So we're playing a new game. I'm not sure that I like it, but I'm going to use up the resources that I have, and we will see what we have going on here. So hole number one. My goal is to just get past this shadow, so I'm a short iron and do short iron to the cup. You can go this direction, but I'm just gonna pump it out here and see which way the wind's blowing. Which way is the wind blowing? That wind works. Let's make sure I have bags set up just for this. I don't know that there's, that bag right there should work. It should. Let me switch these bags up. I had these bags set up for some one-on-one stuff. And maybe let me keep that. I'm going to use that bag right there right now, and we're going to use a Kingmaker Heartbreaker, if I can find one. Here we go. I went out in my odd account and I was practicing on Monday, and I shot a 6. I didn't catch that they were doing the 25% more that could qualify, but hell, I shot a 6 and ended up qualifying. There was somebody right behind me that qualified with a 6 as well. They only played like 3 or 4 holes and they shot a 6, and they stopped and they qualified. I at least shot all 9, but I tanked a bunch of holes because I'm like, hey, shit, a 6 isn't going to qualify. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Why, yes, that 6 is good. You play a game for a long time, and you know, if the game treats you right, you'll continue to play the game, and they'll continue to make what they need, and they'll do the thing. The thought process up to this point has been that Playdemic is a ball manufacturer. They own a bunch of golf courses, kind of like NASCAR. They own a bunch of tracks, so then they sponsor a race circuit that can race on all the tracks that they have. So Playdemic has a holding company. Well, we'll say EA Sports owns the courses, and Playdemic owns the... Let's get right there. 3, 4. I really don't even need to do any overpower from right there, but I am. 3, 4. I'm going to do 2.5 ranks. There's max overpower. 1 ring grate on the inside. That'll run me through the trees. Ooh. Over curled it. Look at that. I was 2 rings off when I was max over pulling that. I was 2 rings off of that sand, and I should have been 3. I didn't even really need to do the overpower, and I probably would have ended up right where I wanted. That's all right. I'm really pretty irritated at Playdemic, so I, as a customer, you know, these big companies, it's like, hey, you're just one customer. You're not even the customer we're really trying to cater to. It's okay for us to piss you off. Every person you piss off, they're going to go piss off 10 more people for you. every person you make happy, they're going to go find one more person that you can make happy. There's a stack of companies that were like, we've got so many customers, we don't care whether you get pissed off. Like Sears, Woolworths. And that is like the worst spot to be in. I don't even have the rough bump available to me. Or do I? Well, I am right at Max Club. I can tell you that. I'm going to do 2 ranks. Oh! Oh! I would have liked to have seen what a perfect looked like on that. It would have been a lot better. I'm just having a hard time with the whole deal. You get slapped around by a company and then they expect you to come back. The only thing that these companies will respond to is the bottom line. And Playdemic's not a ball manufacturer anymore. They're a sign-making company. You know, I was thinking about, was talking with my buddy Dale Appleby about these signs, and one of his comments was that, you know, the Masters tier has broken the game. The last full tournament, somebody shot a 44 in Masters every hole. Hole-in-ones on the par 4s, hole-in-ones on the par 3s. And that they're trying to figure out some way to stop them from doing that. So that's why they're putting the signs up, because if you think it screws up the people that are in the other divisions, it really screws up the people that are in Masters. And in real golf, we have white tees, we have blue tees, we have red tees. But if you go to a real golf course that has it set up for like the pros are going to play here, they have gold tees. And right now we have the rookie tees, and then we have the pro tees, the middle tees, that pro and expert play. Why don't they move expert to where the Masters tees are, and why don't they create a gold tee for the Masters and move them back another 30 yards, and that'll help solve some of the Master problem. That'll also help solve some of the expert problem, because they're going to be further back, but they're not going to have as strong a winds as Masters, so they won't be able to do the same thing the Masters were doing when they were on those tees. And then the pro tees will stay like they were, and the rookie tees will stay like they were, and they can work the game out to accommodate these power 27 top spin 42 balls. They did this to themselves, and then now their response to it is to put signs out on the course. This is my problem that I'm having. I feel like, and I've shot 6,000 videos. You know, I'm not a big channel like the big boys, but I have had a lot of people watch, and hopefully my whole goal was to help a lot of people that are new to the game understand how to do the wind ring method, and that here's the basics, and you can move on if you'd like. Lots of other stuff to learn, but here's how to get started. What are we doing here? What are we doing? All right. There is a ball issue here, which was the wind blowing. Okay, all right. So the issue here is on this particular hole is the red line. If you're going for this rough bump with a Grizzly, the red line, you're pretty close. With a 3-power ball, you're pretty close. So on headwind days, and you got to pull out that wind, there's a good chance that you could rub up against that red line. I mean, you may not have enough room to work the wind out. So on a headwind day, you could come out here with a 0-power ball and take the shot with your sniper at minimum club. Let's try that. We'll take I'll have it set up for both. Let's start off with the, let's see if I can do it with the Grizz. We'll see how big the wind is, and if not, I will switch to a Margolin and take it from there. Take it from there. We'll see. What I find funny is that in this tournament right here that we're playing, they took the signs out that are in our way. Now they did this intentionally. I mean, I sent them, and they sent back a response letting me know that they did it intentionally. But they put, if you go out there and look at how many signs are on each one of these courses or holes, it's, I mean, it's obvious. Like right here, we've got ones that are behind the green, not. There's Max. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. .6, 4 rings. Four rings. Perfect. Oh, not enough steam. Urgh. That would have been close, right on the. It would have been close on the edge there. It may have weaved back towards the cup a little bit. Urgh. The thing I find, think about this. Just step back and think about this. A company. Think about how long you've played Golf Clash, and you've seen these courses in the past. Here, these signs that are around the back of these greens have popped up here in the last, just this year. But before we had 0 signs out. They have not said a single word. Like the last tournament where we had, like literally they were putting signs like right in this area right here so that you could tell, like, coming up, so that you couldn't bounce over, or you had to come into a different spot, or you couldn't do that rough bump. Signs that weren't where they're in your way when you're in the rough, signs that were in your way when you were in the fairway in the perfect spot. And they haven't come out with a news thing saying, hey, we want to let you guys know, we're excited to let you know about the new sign stuff. I mean, obviously we can see the signs. We can see that they've made a major change in how they're doing things, and they haven't addressed it at all. They haven't told us about it or talked to us about it or anything. They haven't come out and said, hey, we're just excited. I'm just wondering, what happens to a golf course when nobody goes to it anymore? In the real world, they would go out of business. The deal is that if they changed it and went back, or would they come out and go, hey, we want to let you know that we've done our test on the signs and we've decided that we're not going to do it, and they haven't talked to us about it at all, and it has become a big part of the game. We see them out there on the deal. They've put them in our way. They've taken pains to make sure that they are in play in the game. Now in this particular tournament, I don't think, unless you really screw the ball up, you're going to be having to deal with that. But they've got them in one-on-one. They're all over. Let's think. What do I want to do here? This is number 5 back for sure. I think I could get up there a little bit farther. The deal, these topspin boost balls, it's the catch-22. We get more topspin, but in this particular case, we need side spin to help us get around that corner. And if we use that topspin boost, we're not going to get any of that side spin. And these balls right here are not, they got standard overpower needle stability. They're not the, Let's think. I'm going to take, what am I going to take? What should I take? Which way's the wind blowing? Where did I leave my car keys? All right, let's think. I could bring out a bigger ball if I wanted to get up there further, but how about this one? +3. All right, let's take that one. Let's take that one. Here, let me do this. Let me uncheck that one and check that one. We'll select it. I'm going to take that bag. Here we roll. Getting out on the course. Yep. They have a pissed off customer in me. I can tell you that right now. If they're not doing it to make money, what would be the reasons why they would do this? They need some way to curtail the people that are higher up because they're chewing their course up. And hey, as a side effect, we can make money. You know, there's somebody in their company that's like, hey, we can make money off this. There's a 1,000 other ways that they could monetize the game that their player base would be totally fine with. But yet they come out and do one so that it'll mess us up. It's crazy. It's like they've forgotten exactly what the game is. I think when the game first came out, and it was Playdemic, which was, I think Warner Brothers had them at the beginning before they sold them to EA Sports. I really believe that at that point there was probably people within the company that played the game, but now I don't think like they can say, oh yeah, we're players too, we play the game. Opening the app up and turning the app on and going through the little splash screen and going through that stuff is not playing the game. I think that's going to end me up in some shit. Now, let's see if I can make that first bounce. It's going to hit right here. Ooh, that was close. Close. Yeah, I don't think there's any getting, unless I did a max overpower hook, and that hole really does scream max overpower hook. It does. If I seem a little bitter about it, I guess I am. You know, the deal is that I was looking for a game when I found this one, and so I will just have to go find another game. I've already been on the look. This is like driving down the street, and they're like, you know, too many people use this street, so we're gonna put some signs right there. I'm gonna do straight up 2 rings. That's 4. Oh! I would have liked to have at least seen what that looked like perfect. All right. All right. Well, hopefully everybody else is having fun, though. It seems like I'm the only one that's irritated about it. I really have a hard time with customer service deals because you go into a lot of companies and they give you shitty customer service. You know, the deal is that there's other companies that sell the same thing you do, and maybe at that company I won't get shitty customer service, so like I'll move on. You go into a restaurant and they serve you bad food. Do you go back to that restaurant again and again? No, there's another restaurant. There's another place that cuts your hair. There's, you go, you don't have to put up with customer service. That's the thing about these big companies that I don't know that they fully understand is that, yeah, we're doing really good and we have a huge customer base and do this, and so we can do anything we want, and then they piss people off, and then it's like, I'm not sure why they left. All right. Which way's the wind blowing on this hole? That wind works for us. Another hole for the APOC. In order to get to the spot out here, I'm going to go directly for the green coming through this area, and with a forward moving wind, we have a little teeny pocket here if you've got an APOC that's got all of its distance. So there's a little teeny pocket here without doing any overpower. It's probably better to do this with a 4-power ball because you can find the spot out here and kind of maybe have a ring or two ahead of you to work out some headwind and be a little more consistent about it. But with a tailwind, you can do it with a 3-power ball. I'm trying to get myself to weave over here. The key on this side over here by the green is, number one, do not just trickle onto this green. You either want to be, and it's easy to get through this and go too fast and end up in this rough on the backside, but ideally if you come through here, landing over here or getting on the green and ending up on the right hand side, you do not want to just barely get on this green, and you don't want to be 10 squares away from the flagpole. You don't want to be 10 squares away from the flagpole either, because it is a tough ass putt with all those moguls that are on there. And let's see here. Ball. It would be nice to have a 3-side spin ball. At least. We'll take another Kingmaker. Heartbreaker. And I have traditionally added on 10% onto the drive. I'm going to take the wind out, and I'm going to I want to make sure I get in that spot. If I need to, I'll put just a little bit of the forward moving wind back in. Guessed 0. Maybe. I did in pro. I tried it in rookie several times, and the bounce that you get off of this island used to be flat, but now it's got quite a bit of mogul action on it. So if you're in one of, if you're hitting here and you hit here, you're going to get a true bounce. But if you hit on this hill face, on the downhill side, it'll take a flat bounce. And when you come off of that island, trying to do the bounce, you're bouncing from this island to the next little island. It can take a flat bounce and it'll end you up right in the water. And in rookie, I tried it several times and it did not work out. But in pro, I did that. That's the shot that I did, and I was right up there next to the cup. Yeah, you're in the rough. With any luck, no, you got a clear window. You escaped the signs. Damn it, we didn't put them in the right spot. 5 by 1.5. 2.5 rings. Two and a half rings. I'm going to do 2.5. And I'm going to push up just a bit. Getting it perfect. We'll see if I got my shit right. Excellent. Ended up on the right hand side, right where I wanted. There's still a little bit of mogul action over here, but it's not nearly as bad as on the other side. And you guys are missing the boat too, Playdemic. You got advertisement on the front. You need to put advertisement on the back, because when we're behind them, we're not. Now you're just wasting your billboard space. Not again. All right, we still got work to do. Not the best putter in the game, and these. Let's see. Let's make sure. Hitting it perfect. In the hole. Good game. Good game, my man. All right. All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Let me go clear a slot. I think I'm all full. Let's open up a couple. That way I don't forget. You're a farmer, even though it's just habit, right? You gotta open them up. You gotta burn through all my resources. Okay, what hole are we on? What hole are we on? Hole number 5. Hole number 5. Hopefully everybody else is having fun. Hopefully everybody had a good, for those of you that live in the States, it was Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Okay, this is, which way's the wind blowing here? Because I really don't want to deal with that sand. And I want to make sure I take a bag with a Goliath. What? And I'm going to take a katana. I think that puts me... right at mid-club. If I bring a katana. If I remember correctly. All right, here we go. I have missed this hole. I came out and I played it at club. And I should have added on plus 0.1. And then the next time I came out here, I played it at club. And it was at like 0.29 or 0.26 or 5 or something, and I added on 0.1, and then I rounded up, so I added on like 1.5, and then I missed it on the other side, like smoked the edge of the other side of the cup. It's got to be right close to 0. 4.4 divided by 2.3, 1.91. I'm going to do 2 rings. Two rings. Dos. See if we can get it in there. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Well, it could have been in the hole. Just a little bit too far through. I wanted to make sure I got there, and I did. I did. Just a bit too fast. It was 1.91 was the number. 4.4 divided by 2.3 mid-club. 1.91 plus 1. And leave your ball guide right at the cup, not through the cup. That might be better. The deal there is that when you come up onto the green, it's uphill to the flagpole. And we got a side wind, so it's not pushing us forward. And it's uphill. But it still picked up speed. Dang it. I'm really kind of disappointed they missed a couple. They could block that rough bump shot. Great opportunity right there. I am blown away that in this particular tournament, either they came through and they took out all the signs that were, because think about these signs in their programming. It's just a variable. If they want to change the signs or take the signs out or make the signs in, where we can see them, but they're not in play, they could just change a variable. It's pretty simple. But we have shrubs and actual natural stuff out on the course that's not in play. But they put these signs out there and then they put them in play. Do I sound bitter? Okay, let's see here. Once again, is this tournament sponsored by Kingmaker? Have they supplanted Titan in this tournament, the King of Balls? How come they don't have a Kingmaker sponsored by Goodyear? Everybody would go, that's the Goodyear ball. That'd be a great way to sponsor and make money and not have to dick around with our game. Why would we do that? Why? Why, I say? All right, max overpower hook. And I have traditionally done 10% on the drive on this as well. And I've done plus, and is this the hole? Is this the hole here? 8 pot, king, my max hook? No. I'm doing plus 0 to the cup here as well. Plus 0.1. BM goes first. This, when they pulled their ball guide over and it ran into that tree, the place I'm setting up is that little red tree right here. I'm setting up on this tree, and when you set up on that tree, your ball guide's just barely clipping. Ooh! Oh, 17 blades of grass, and that would have been the spot they were looking for. Let's get it all. Let's get it all on there. This is the tree right here. When I'm aiming at that tree and relax it, 2.7, 2 rings. Dose. Here's 1, 2. And I got it all. Got it all. I'm just running down the fairway. That'll put me in Kingfisher to the cup. I need to hit this shot perfect. This is a serious Albie shot right here. Serious. I used to play like my opponent was doing to try and get into this lane to try and go to the hole, but the deal is that I found myself in inconsistent spots trying to go for that, and if I'm going to be in an inconsistent spot on the good days, I might as well be all the way down on the end where I'm at. I'm going to make this for you, dude, and you won't have to worry about it. Okay, I'm in my Kingfisher. Where am I in my Kingfisher? There's min. There's max, so there's mid. 1.6 per ring. 3.5 divided by 1.6. 2.2 rings. I'm going to do 2.3. .3 rings. There's 2, 3. Hitting it perfect. Oh my gosh. Oh. Maybe I should have did +0.2. And I thought I was starting off a little bit too much on the, like if you look at the flagpole, I was thinking my ball guy was on the left-hand side of the flagpole. And that I was already adding in a little. And I didn't add in enough. Perfect position. Perfect shot. Perfect roll around the cup. At least it wasn't one of the super gravity defying balls where it's, I had one the other day. I posted the video of it where it swirled the cup 4 times and then bounced out. I went in slow mode at the beginning and 3/4 of the ball was in the hole, and then it swirled around and caught the funnel that they put in these holes, and the reverse screwed the funnel, spun around the 6 times and then got bounced back out of the hole. Because that happens. I don't think they've done anything here recently that has, they have done whatever they've done, and they definitely have not asked for any feedback from the community, or they don't care. They really don't care. This is the worst customer service. I mean, they just do not care. I think what will happen is if people start leaving the game and quit buying shit. I mean, I've never been one to really recommend that you... It's a reality of the game. It's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. If you're playing, you know, you need gems. You need to be able to speed chess up if you're trying to harvest out clubs, and there's, you know, there's work to be done. This hole right here is definitely a hole with the topspin boost ball. I did it the other day, and I don't know that I got any freaking further down the course than I was when I wasn't doing the topspin boost ball. But let's bring it out again. Let's bring out that topspin boost ball one more time. One more. I did keep it pinned. All right, all right. And I'm gonna take that bag right there, right there. Never been one, but the whole deal is maybe if everybody quit buying stuff for a week or two, they would go, whoa, whoa. We're not selling shit. What happened? The thing that blows me away about this the most is that this isn't one person. This isn't one person that went, hey, this is the deal. Hey, I made all these changes to the game, and isn't this cool? I mean, obviously that person would not be good. And I don't like having to be that close. The wind pushes me forward 4 miles an hour that way. I'm going to leave the wind in and let it push me forward. I'm going to do very little, if any, overpower. And let's see if I can catch the angle right and get a run. If I put overpower on, I probably could have got up there. Probably could have. Yeah, it's not one person. This is multiple people. I mean, this is the company. I mean, when we get to this point, there's been hundreds of people, supposed managers and directors and the development teams, and I mean, upper management has looked at, because this is like a, change in profile and how we're going to make money. And what we're going to do as far as like changing the game. We're going to block people's paths with signs. Minimum club. Men club. 2.1 is 3.1 divided by 2.1. 1.5. 1.1 times 1.6 rings. There's 1, 5, 6. Ah! Yeah, that's in the hole on a perfect. Yeah, I probably would have swirled on the other side, but that would have been closer. Yeah, with all of the people that looked at this, I'm just surprised that not one person went, you know, like, hey, doesn't this like screw our game up? Or like those people probably aren't working there because everybody else was like just fired them. But like not at one point did somebody raise their hand and go, are we fucking stupid? And he just went along with it. When EA Sports first bought out Playdemic, having dealt with EA Sports before, and my nephew, who's a big gamer, having dealt with EA Sports before, the deal is that like it doesn't take EA Sports very long to screw up a game. The NASCAR game that I did, they started off with the simulator where EA Sports owned it, and then they got bought out by the guy that owns the Boston Red Sox. Because it was like they were taking the simulator and like screwing the simulator up, and he's like, hey, this is the way that drivers in the future, because they don't get practice time anymore on the course or on the tracks, they're going to come here and it'll be like a flight simulator school. Everybody's going to come here and you're going to have to go like, what are your simulator ratings before we can put you in a car and let you go out there and try it out. And this is the deal. But EA Sports has a history of screwing shit up, like destroying games. My nephew and I had a bet on how long it would take them, and it wasn't, what, a month or two after EA Sports finally took control of the thing where they came out with precision balls, and we had it's like this is they're breaking the game now. They've come out with like the problem that they're having with the people that are playing in Masters. They created that problem by coming out with these 5 topspin boost and precision balls and all of the stuff that they've come out with. They did it to themselves. And now shit seems like they're just getting out of hand with it. So in order for them to be able to stop people from getting hole-in-ones on every par 5, they got to put something out there that'll block your path. Can make the courses longer. Give another tee box. Have the gold tees. Everybody's got their own tee. No, we can't do that. We'll put signs out on the course. Do I sound bitter? Hopefully. What can I play this with? I don't have any notes at all for this, so I have no idea. I know that in one-on-one, shit. Let's just play it with a... Let's play it with a Quasar. Quasar. No, not a white ball. A Quasar. Probably easier with a katana. It might be. Let's try a katana just to make sure that if we need side spin, we have all that we need. I know, as bitter as I may sound, the thing is that for anybody who's from Playdemic who might be watching this, yes, I'm still playing. I have some resources in my account, and I'm going to play until I burn out those resources, but I will not be replenishing those resources. And I'm assuming that Playdemic doesn't build all this stuff for shits and giggles. They build it so that they can make some cheddar. And if they make less cheddar, maybe somebody up there who wasn't in all those meetings will go, what the fuck did you guys do? Why are we so far down this quarter? We've looked at our active accounts thing and we've lost like 12% of our active accounts aren't playing anymore. What's the deal? How did we lose that many customers in such a very short period of time? Four, five rings. Oh, it helps if you hit perfect. It doesn't help when you hit great. It'll still get down there by it, but there is a rough bump there. But that rough bump is very precise. You got to get your numbers right or you will go for a wild ass ride. And I haven't, and the deal there is that I think what you're going to do on one win day versus another win day, if you don't know the right adjustments to deal with it, you could very easily end up missing that rough. And the worst is getting a freaking par on one of these par threes. That's bad. That's bad. Hole number 9. Hole number 9. What is hole number 9? I know I've slightly missed a couple of these holes. Oh, which way's the wind blowing today? I'm going to play, if I play over to here, that means the second shot, which is going to be, this is going to be a pure side wind. If I play over to the left-hand side, the shot to the cup is going to be with pretty close to pure tailwind. I'm going to take the shot to the left today. Why not? Why not? I think I can just get this done with a Titan, the king of balls. Let's make sure I take a bag that's got a Goliath in it. Now there is a way, if I hit up there where I could be in between clubs, it might be wise. Let me switch out in that bag. Switch that Kingfisher out for a Hornet. There we go. There we go. All right. Who was that texting me? I'm in a group, me and several other guys. We have a by the jackpot trios every week. You buy 2 jackpot trios every week. We send each other pictures of our numbers because we're in a group. If any of us win, we're all splitting the money. We have a long-standing deal. We've been doing it for a long time. But just in case somebody wins and dies or does something, and everybody knows that everybody's in the deal. I'd rather get a portion of a shitload of money than... I'm just looking for enough to pay off my house. Come on, that's the last big bill. Pay the house off and then everything's good. Everything. I don't really need to get all that. Would like to be a little more on the left. 3, 6, 2.5 rings. I'm going to put the forward wind back in. I'm going to lean just a little. Isn't it perfect? I've been more in like the middle of the fairway, and where I'd like to be is more along this edge down here, right where I want it to be. Yeah, if you take that fairway, I've been in the edge, and so when you're hitting the shot up here, you can kind of, there's a spot where you can kind of be in between clubs. This will definitely put me in short iron. Shorty. At club plus 0.1 to the cup. That's what I've been doing. Let's see if that'll work. I've missed the other two Albies by, well, at least the one I swirled the cup, or was right there. Hit the flagpole. Close. The Hornet. Okay. There's min, there's mid, there's max. That's right at max. Do I have enough topspin here to get me up there? Are you shitting me? All right, I guess you are shitting me. .4 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, plus 0.1. Oh, can I hit anything perfect today? Come on, come on. That was right there too. I needed to be just a titch further back, or I needed to put on just a little teeny bit more backspin so that it would roll out. It was still bouncing when it got to the cup. If I'd have been on trajectory, it might have went in by hitting the flagpole, but that would have been the only thing that would have saved me. It won't matter anyways if you don't hit it perfect. In the. Let's see if I can get in the hole here. Dun, 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 dun. Did I pick up anything? I think I did pick up one of the par 4s. But only one. Is that a 13? No, that's not going to get me anywhere. You're going to have to shoot a 15 aside in order to get anywhere at all. 14 at an absolute minimum. I mean, I think there's, shit, what, 3 or 4 shots out there that I didn't hit perfect into the cup, and there's several of them that I hit and was right there, hit the flagpole on the one and bounced out, and swirled the cup on the other one and bounced out. There's 2. That is grim. The good news is that if I'd hit all of those shots perfect, there's a ton of holes to pick up a shot. Pretty much every hole out here. But 13's not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. All right. Thanks for watching. That was the opening round. I apologize. I am so pissed off at the game right now. And the deal is that they forced me to have to go look for another game. Because, you know, this is like going to work for an employer that treats you like shit and then you keep staying. You know, you were looking for a job when you found that one. And in the industry that I've worked in for years, I've quit. You have to quit. You have to go, hey, I'm done, because you're on the road. You've been gone for 6 months, 9 months, and it's like, hey, I'm done. Fire me. And I have fired myself I don't know how many times. So, like, you know, if somebody treats you bad, there's tons of other work out there. Okay, use your skills somewhere else. Go give your skills to somebody that would appreciate them. And it's the same thing here. Like, you play a game and it's like, hey, you know, the company that makes the game appreciates us as customers, and they give us carrots every now and then. But Playdemic, it's like all they give you is the stick. Like, you know, the whole carrot and the stick thing. They don't give you. There is no carrot. It's nothing but stick. And at some point you got to go, wow, I'm tired of getting hit with the stick. maybe I should go find a different game. And that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm going to use up some of the resources that I have for stuff that I have purchased in the past and get my money's worth out of those. And when I run out of resources, which will probably be about the beginning of the year, the new year, I don't know if Playdemic doesn't deserve my patronage. You know, that's, you went to the restaurant and they spit in your food and they handed it to you and said, don't forget to tip us when you leave. And that's exactly what it feels like Playdemic has done. So I'm having a real hard time staying positive about them. I love this game. Obviously, I've been playing it for 7 years and I've shot tons of videos and I've tried to help people out. I love the game. I love it. But, you know, what they're doing is now we're starting to not play golf. We're starting to play, you know, the next thing you know, they're going to put them all out there and we'll be able to use the signs to deflect our shots, and we're going to have to be doing some putt-putt or some strange deal, or they're going to, you know, they'll come out with this, with a special ball that if you buy, if this ball right here treats the signs as if they were invisible and it'll go through them, but you know, your normal ball, they'll come out with some gimmicky shit like that. What really is the deal is how much impact those signs have had on this game, and they have not come out and said one thing about it. They haven't come out and said, hey, you know, they have not addressed it. They haven't done anything, and it is impactful in the game. I mean, think about all the other things that they could do or have done, and they're right on, they're Johnny on the spot. So are they embarrassed? Are you guys embarrassed about it? Why don't you address it? Why don't you address it in the game and let us know? All right. And I guess this is watch out for turkeys. I guess that's their, I think all of the turkeys are working at EA Sports and Playdemic right now. So they could do what WKRP did, and they could throw turkeys out of the helicopter. Thanks for watching. Have a great week, and stay safe out there. Hopefully everybody had a great holiday. If you're with your families, have fun. Enjoy them. You never know what'll happen. And spend as much time with them as you can. Give everybody a hug before they leave the house. And I will see you next time.